Things to consider before you pull Xuan. Should you pull Xuan? Here is my analysis before you pull. 1. Xuan offers a new class that plays around ignore defense of enemy stats. If this is good as it sounds from closed beta test, Xuan is a unit that you must have, either now or later on rerun. 2. She is a little bit hard to play, in my opinion, because she has so many moves like how to accumulate energy for ultimate, etc. If you feel hesitant, you should test her gameplay first before you decide if Xuan fits for your account. 3. Also, you should know that Xuan's perfect team is not ready because Fufu is in the next patch and Panda is released in the same banner. I hope you guys prepare on the in-game money/EXP materials for those characters. 4. I personally suggest you guys to having Xuan, not because of collecting some JPEG girls in-game, but as a reminder, we step into new season and Xuan might enough to carry for a whole year. Especially she also avoid hunter rank. Think like me as free-to-play, that you pull because you weren't clearing the content, not just because of the character appeal, fashion, etc. Thank you so much for watching Before You Pull series. What are your thoughts about Xuan? Feel free to discuss in comment section. Things to consider before you pull Fufu. Should you pull Fufu in this patch? Let me share my experience about this new character after 1 week playing. 1. Fufu is a very excellent stunner unit with a variant passive that buffens many aspects for a whole team, like crit damage or ultimate moves damage. Just think like this. She is basically Astra Yao of stunner class. 2. Her on-field time is short, so you just either ultimate or special attack with her to dazing enemies, because she has off-field passive with her pet that can deal damage in daze. But you must know that the frequency of her off-field attack is quite low, so you still need to learn her rotation well. 3. She is more universal in usage rate than you think. At first, I have prejudice that she's only good with Xuan, but I am glad that I was wrong. You have perfect unit that can boost every attack and rupture units in the game. Now, imagine if you have Fufu and Astra Yao. You literally beat the ZZZ game. 4. I recommend to pull her, especially if you have no limited S rank stunner agent. She is worth your Apollichrome. If you disagree, prove me wrong in the comments section. What are your thoughts about Fufu? Things to consider before you pull Ukinami Yuzuha. I will try to go straight into the main point because the patch update is nearby, so I can share my F2P analysis to you. She is pretty strong S rank support that mainly plays around Anomaly team. Her buff is insane, making output damage of Anomaly team become much higher than before. I also realizing this after watching the live stream update weeks ago, that in ZZZ we really don't have an Anomaly support character. Miyabi is with either Sukaku or Astra Yao, or even Bernice always go with Lucy as generalist support. So, should you pull her? First main reason of her existence is to be a best-in-slot of Anomaly team comp. Think this way, she is Astra Yao, that specialist in Anomaly team. You can doing good without her, but she makes your team excellent. 2. She also has off-field follow-up attack like Astra Yao, so it never feels like DPS loss when using support in your team. Her special mechanic that can changing her element to synchronize with her teammate are also magnificent. Even though I personally feel like this patch is mostly like a bait patch, Yuzuha feels like a core unit that comes out of nowhere in my opinion. 3. If you remember, I personally against Astra Yao in this game because I predicted that we can fall into support meta like HSR does. You can check my Before You Pull Astra Yao's video. And now we have the next Astra Yao, which is Yuzuha. What should you learn from this trend? We are getting into the second year of ZZs now, and what I can teach you guys from my experience playing Hoyo's games is either follow the meta even if you don't like it, or just skip the entire patch and saving all of rewards. Trust me, it will make you less stressed about the game and enjoying even more. 4. One last thing, Orphie is coming soon. Do not regret your decision later and crying about not having Polychrome, or just wail everything. Things to consider before you pull. Alice Thymefield. Alice is a new S Rank physical anomaly unit from Spook Shack faction. She is getting released after Yuzuha in patch 2.1. Here is the main thing. Should you pull her? This is my review after studying about her kit. 1. Alice's selling point is her physical damage over time. Makes her a bit different than other anomaly. Her forward and backward lunge is also iconic, so she has more mobility other than dodge counter. Her attack are also kind of resemblance with Miyabi and Keiching, Genshin. The thing is that enough to makes you pull Alice when she is up? 2. Personally, I totally feel that she is a big bait character. Don't get me wrong, she is cute and lovely and I kinda see people are falling in love with her charm. But if we talking about the roster in Zenless Zone Zero, that Alice, being a physical anomaly, is a bit forced IMO. This is not rage bait because I pulled Jane in my account, but statistically, Alice is not really needed other than fulfilling Yuzuha passive for her team comp. Also, is it little bit too fast, no to power creep Jane? 3. After studying her numbers, I feel like she also very dependent on Yuzuha, because she wants physical anomaly damage so her numbers can goes up as well. I kinda see her running with Piper and Lucy if you Fei 2P player, but I feel like it's not gonna be very optimal because she wants to be on field as much as she can, Alice. 4. Her passive is also needed to be watch out for. It's called Blade Etiquette and it charges whenever she attacks or triggering assault. This reinforces my previous statement on the third point. 5. My conclusion is, if you don't have Jane, you could considering to pull her, but the priority is always Yuzuha and then Alice because DPS unit can be power creeped whenever Hoya wants. But support unit can be everlasting carry your account whatever the state of this game. Things to consider before you pull Seed. Should you pull the new character Seed from OBOL squad? Let me share my thought after carefully analyze about her play style. 1. Seed is an upcoming character with an element of electric and an attacker class. She comes as a savior for Soldier Zero Ambi as her perfect teammate. The whole concept of Seed's playstyle is floating around being a DPS unit that's capable to enhance another DPS unit on one same team. 2. If you think wisely, you never pull Seed if you don't have or play another OBOL squad character, either if it's a limited character or standard character. But there is a catch. Seed might be played as a flex unit to fill when fighting against Electric Weakness Boss because she can works even without Trigger and Soldier Zero Ambi. My reason is because of Rena and Grace's exists in standard banner, and both of them are a great pairing to Electric Team. Pulling Seed might have more benefit than the downside. 3. Now, talking about the negative side, Seed is made as an attacker agent and will play for attack and crit stats-based team. As a person who plays Soldier Zero Ambi and Harumasa, playing as attacker agent feels bad. Not because the units is simply bad, but Hoyo's design toward a hard boss for endgame content is more hardcore than you think. Comparing the damage output against Anomaly and Totalize, pure attack crit style feels lack of something, even if you have Astra Yao. 4. Design-wise, even though people are so mad about her reveal in Hoya Lab comment section, the more I look at it, Seed looks fine in my opinion. Both of the Seed Senior and Junior. The fluidity of her movement with her balancing scooter and her robot stuff, missiles, rocket punch, etc., is pure cinema. Maybe also some nostalgic moment, especially if you were a DVA main like me. But hey, that is my opinion. You might still dislike her design because Seed depicts with a female pilot. The thing you should realize, that you get 2 models in one character, so I think that is worth your money if you decide to pull her. That concludes my analysis about Seed in Zenless Zone Zero. What are your thoughts about Seed? Things to consider before you pull Orphie and Magus. Should you pull new character Orphie and Magus? This is my analysis to help you decide better. Orphie. What is Hoyo's plan on you, girl? I feel sad about learning her kit way before her get introduced in ZZ's official channel. I really imagine that she will be a game-breaking unit like Miyabi, judging with her aura and character design itself. But yeah, she is another EX skill bot and swap character. Similar way with Astriao's playstyle. Orphie Magus is a character with a fire element and an attacker class. She condensed a fire laser beam as her main attack. Her kit, almost similar like Astriao, but worse in my opinion. She gives attack boost stats to teammate that has zeroed passive. You get that by using EX skill on Orphie Magus and hits enemies. Another layer about her kit is Orphie Magus enables buff to ignore enemy's defense to her teammate if her teammate has one of a stun or support class. Pretty simple, right? Yes, she looks good on paper, but I don't need another EX skill bot swap thingy because I already have Astriao. Also, Astra offers much value than her. I can complain more than that, but I need to keep calm and look the positive side. Orphie Magus has Aftershock playstyle, which is a follow-up type attack like Astriao/Trigger/Yuzuha. The big difference might be the damage number in her Aftershock attack. Because she specializes in attacker class, it gives her opportunity to shine in Aftershock damage. The way she works also opens another option to forming other teams outside OBOL squad, because her passive trait can be unlocked with an easy way. Only need one support/stun class teammate. Oh yeah, she also another buff for Soldier Zero Ambi if you did not notice. The last thing about her signature weapon is a big upgrade to her personal kit. You might heard this in every character review, but what I can say is, without her signature, her role is straight as playable off-field DPS/follow-up rather than a real DPS unit. That is my final conclusion of Orphie Magus in Zenless Zone Zero. If you like her, do whatever you like and pull her. What is your thought about Orphie and Magus? Things to consider before you pull Lucia. Should you pull Lucia in the new update of Zenless Zone Zero? I will tell everything I know and test before, so you guys can relax and have a better information about this character. 1. Lucia is a very niche support unit with an element of ether. She is basically made for Xuan and Yidhari that have a hyper DPS capability for a Rupture class unit. The key point, she can boost max HP and sheer force stats to the whole team. You can tell that she is going to be tailored for a certain specific team comp. 2. If you can imagine in a simple form, Lucia is Furina of Zenless Zone Zero. Almost all of her kits imitate the way Furina works in Genshin. She also can call a summon like Furina, but in Lucia case she calls a tame version of Void Monster. 3. Now, talking about downside, she is the 4th limited character that using Ether element. That is too much You might have trouble if you are F2P that wants to maximize your account strength by limiting pulls for every element. Also, Lucia performs in a very niche team comp. It's not very good. I can already imagine she performs well for one patch or so. And then when Hoyo rotates new boss in Deadly Assault or Xiaoyu Defense, she might becomes rather underperform when facing a different boss with different weakness. Good thing that she is a S rank support, so she can have a longer lifetime in your account. 4. Last, she is a best in slot support for Xuan and Yidhari. If you have one of those, you might just try to pull Lucia to make a complete team, 07 Pan Yinhu. Do not care about her limited weapon at all, emo, because all of her strength comes from her abilities. You can just use the Rupture B rank, W engine, that have passive of increasing max HP %. That is my conclusion about Lucia. What is your thought about Lucia? Things to consider before you pull Yidhari. Should you pull Yidhari in the new update of Zenless Zone Zero? I will tell everything I know and learn, so you guys can relax and take it easy. 1. Yidhari is a powerful S rank with an ice element and Rupture class. She fights in a close range using hammer weapon and summoning glacier ice and tentacles. As one of the rarest Thyren in the game, she really emits a scary and strong aura, even the Hoyo covering it with a beauty persona. Her combat style is unique. Imagine Komano Minato mechanic with better scaling power. She basically Thanos if you can maintain the low health bar as long as you can. It's a double-edged sword and much more riskier than playing the A-rank Minato, but you granted far more power if you can mastering her playstyle. You should extra cautious because of her consuming HP and charging attack style makes you vulnerable, even though you can heal back your health and having high bar of health point. 2. My perspective whether you pull her or no is toward to skipping her for now. Here is why. Miyabi and Hugo as powerful ice agent personally, I can say they are still enough to do stuff for endgame content, DA or Xiaoyu. Unless you don't have those unit, you should consider to getting Yidhari. Then, we already like in the end of this year, and I bet Hoyo will give new direction for the new year. So at least wait for rerun if you really want Yidhari. But consider to have 2 ice DPS in your account, because of the rotation of Deadly Assault often rotates 2 bosses that need ice unit to fight against with. You should keep her as your wish list because as the newest ice unit, she will get a lot benefits comparing with older unit. Oh, final thing. Using Puzzle Sphere A-rank engine is good option if you don't plan to pull her limited weapon. That is all I can say for now about Yidhari. What is your opinion about this unit? Things to consider before you pull Dialyn. Should you pull Dialyn in the update of Zenless Zone Zero patch version 2.4? Here is my compact analysis, so you guys can decide better in a short time. 1. Dialyn is a new stunner class with a physical element, and before I say much, you guys need to know that she is broken. She offers new gimmick, enable teammate to do ultimate moves when she doing chain attack from a certain mechanic. That mechanic is called as positive review, customer complaint, and it possible to happen whenever the positive review bar is reached to a certain threshold. I can say she fills the speed of modern buffer roll from stun class without worrying of losing damage per second for a whole team. 2. On top of that broken mechanic, she also buffed general damage when she uses EX special attack and ultimate moves. Also, the EX attack can capable to extend enemies' stun duration and increasing stun damage multiplier. Well, GG I guess. You can see also her rock, paper, scissor moveset is very impactful. For your information, this is Dialyn that already getting nerfed from closed beta version, which shows that she is that strong even after the nerf. 3. About her signature W engine. Well, for short, this is when you want to implement Fufu Naturals kit into Dialyn. That W engine can provide crit damage buff for the team. So this is for sure a next level buff if you manage to obtain her weapon. 4. My perspective toward Dialyn is toward to getting the unit and skip the weapon if you F2P. Here is why. You need Dialyn for Yi Shunguang. If you really love to get Shunguang in next year, which is in next month when this video released, I suggest to play with Dialyn as her best teammate. Also, I don't know why, but I think she might performs better also with Yi Xuan because of that ultimate chain gimmick, comparing with Fufu. Now Fufu is free, she can fill gap into Minato, Yidhari, or Banyue team. What I want to say is, having Dialyn can open new possibility for the next year team comp, while also might buff older attack team as well, such as Yuan or Nekomata. Your account can flexible even more when dealing with Shu or Deadly Assault. That is my analysis for now. What is your thought about Dialyn? Things to consider before you pull Banyue. Should you pull this new character? Well, watch until the end to learn all the secret about him so you can decide better. 1. Banyue is a new fire element unit with a rupture class. He is the most fierce unit in Zenless Zone Zero history in my opinion. His kit also imitate very well into a fighting game genre with all of that action full with punch and throwing. I still remember the goosebump I got when I saw him first on closed beta. 2. His kit mainly about dealing damage through his combo mechanic. He starts by building a wrathful fire by attacking, then unlocking a new forearm state with a new combo attack. If I can, comparing to the previous unit, Banyue is high skill champion with high expression, like Xuan or Yanagi, making him complicated at first until you are getting the glimpse of how to play him through practice. This is also exactly why I personally got disappointed of his nerfs, because you should reward someone that can play hard champion, not instead making him less strong. He got heavy nerf through the closed beta, lowering almost all of his damage multiplier from his kit. They control this in order to not surpassing the next Void Hunter that coming very soon. Although he's still considering as good DPS unit, clearly his ceiling really got lower than supposed to be. 3. My perspective, I do still pull him because in my account there is no pure fire DPS. Yes, I don't have Soldier 11. Even though I have Bernice, oftentimes she always locked in Disorder Team. My Minato also only M1, which is lack of firepower in my opinion. So, if you guys have same condition, I do recommend him despite of nerfs. As reminder, because next patch will be Ye Shunguang arrival, a lot of people will prioritize waifu over the lion. But remember, once a lion will always be Lion. That is my analysis for Banyue. Good luck pulling in Banyue's banner.
Things to consider before you pull Yi Shunguang. Should you pull Xiaoguang in this patch? Just check this out. And this. And also this. Yet another this. Okay. Okay? Good. I will bless you all to win 50-50 if you like this shorts and subscribe the channel. If you can't manage to obtain her signature, please use Nekomata's signature W engine. It works great for her. Things to consider before you pull Sunna. Should you pull this new character Sunna in the next patch? Here is my analysis so you can have better information. Sunna is designed as a support character that having attack boost buff and a little bit of off-field aftershock damage. Not much to say, but she might be the spotlight if you decide to play the Sunna, Aria, Nangong Yu team from Angel of Delusions. The key point is, Sunna has a capable passive trait to buffing stun damage multiplier under certain circumstance. Shortly, she is Yuzuha, but for attack team composition, with a unique key point. My concern is, even though she is designed for attacker-based team, her best in-slot DPS, which is Aria, is going to be Anomaly DPS unit, and that is where I'm questioning about Sunna, whether she gonna be a multi-flex support or just a gimmick for a specific team. Time will tell, and go try to pull her if you want to play this Angel of Delusions team comp. Things to consider before you pull Aria. So, Aria is the next limited character from Angel of Delusions faction. Should you pull her in this patch? I will share my wisdom so you guys can have better opinion whether you want her or no. Aria is designed to be Ether Anomaly DPS unit. She works with her natural plunge charge attack hold mechanic and triggering a bloom damage type. If you play Denshin, you might be familiar with this moveset from Veresa in Natlon patch. The question, is Aria a good unit? In my understanding from closed beta server and analyzing her numbers, she is DPS type that restricted into Angel of Delusions team. Numbers is okay, but don't expect her ceiling in Mindscape Zero will be same as Xuan or Yidhari. You might want to be creative and trying flexible to play Disorder team. But in reality, her passive locked into playing with another stun or support unit, which is funny in my opinion. So you cannot easily pick her to play into Disorder team. It might works in the future, but for now, lack of roster will be hindering her playstyle. Other than that, if we talk about her visual aspect, she is okay. If you remember the old cartoon called My Life as a Teenage Robot, yep, that is basically the thing that inspires Zenless Dev to designing Aria. Last thing, if you don't really care about the drips, I suggest to skip the weapon. You have many good options for A rank anomaly weapon, and better if you have either S rank Vivian or S rank Grace signature weapon.
Things to consider before you pull Nangong Yu. So, the last, maybe limited character from Angel of Delusion's faction is the leader, Nangong Yu. Should you pull her in this patch? I will give my detailed research so you guys can have better opinion. Among all of them, I'm really looking forward to this unit the most, because she is the long-awaited Ether Stun agent I have been looking for. She works with her charge attack mechanic from a resources called Downbeats, and can be obtained easily if playing with the Anomaly, Disorder, a Bloom team, and not only that, she has passive that can buff party anomaly buildup from her chain attack, and can extend stun multiplier and stun duration time, and not to mention, with her another passive called Vibrato, she capable of triggering auto-bloom damage on enemy when enemy is stunned and inflicted with anomaly, and the last extra passive, Dance Prowess, will activate it whenever party stuns an enemy, giving Nangong Yu extra power whenever using her EX attack, or her charged attack. Basically, she is all in one package that disguised as stun agent. She does everything. From buff, dealing damage, and also doing daze stun stuff. I write this script before even they officially shows their next banner, but I believe her signature weapon will also buffing Anomaly team much further, so I will say confidently. She is very needed if you want to catch up with Hoyo's tactic upon the latest hard boss's design. No need to final word, because you can tell that she is extremely good unit.
Things to consider before you pull Cissia. So the next banner Cissia is quite questionable, at least for me. Cissia is an electric attack unit that having an add-on mechanic for buffing electric teams' crit damage and ignore defense. Shortly, she works like Rina, but having benefit as attack unit so she deals more damage. I am assuming that her purpose is for upcoming electric team because I am 99% sure that the best electric team in ZZZ is already exist in form of SNB, Seed, and Trigger. Maybe you may replace Seed for the crit and ignore defense buff, but we don't know for sure if the rotation when playing full team will be harmonious and feels good to play. Design-wise, I don't like her. I love when ZZZ designing strong, pretty, and sexy girls, but this girl is not it in my opinion. The battle animation are also quite not original. It reminds me of few characters from game Punishing Grey Raven. My final word. If you don't have Seed, she seems good replacement on electric team. Things to consider before you pull Promeia. Version 2.8 is on the line, and the first limited character is an Ice Anomaly agent, Promeia. You perhaps questioning why are they release another Ice Anomaly when we already have Miyabi? Well, the playstyle is quite different. If Miyabi's ability are related to stacking passive for a big charge attack, Promeia's playing around big EX special attack. On top of that, she also has great ultimate burst mechanic with self-restore decibels for more faster uptime. And she plays around a Bloom, which is clearly a different form than Miyabi. Shortly, Promeia is like Yanagi combining with Vivian. Now, what I want to say next is a big major. Promeia might be a bridge into the new element team that will be added in like version 3.0. I won't talk about it very detail, but think just like this. There is a reason Hoyo's put her being Ice and Anomaly. And if you don't know, let's just say, we will let rest Miyabi, and new generation will take care of the game now. I personally not like of her design that much, but I am appreciating the idea of her cape-like weapon imitating Doctor Strange from Marvel. And also, her battle style with only using legs attack are also admirable. My last take about Promeia, if you have extra polychromes other than your savings for the next Void Hunter, feel free to get her. But I 99% believe meta will shifting by a lot in version 3.0. So, your best bet may be just wait for rerun of this character in the future and adapt to what bosses will show up in endgame mode. Things to consider before you pull Starlight Billy. A great challenger has appearing. The OG Billy has evolved. And you can put your hope higher than before, because he is a Rupture class now, which has benefit of performing a greater team when S Billy becomes playable. Gameplay-wise, if you combining Xuan, Banyue, and Yidhari mechanic into one unit, that is what you can expect from S Billy. I must say he is easier to play, so that is a plus point. Also, after monitoring his performance based on creator server/closed beta, you can expect a big numbers from his attacks consistently. For a design perspective, if you fusion Mavuika from Genshin and Pompeii boss fight from ZZZ, there you go. That is silly for you. Lol. Then I will talk about my theory whether you want to pull him or not. For a style and nostalgia aspect, Silly is perfect. He is also a physical element DPS, which is a benefit if you have him whenever Hoyo's rotating more than one physical weakness boss in SD or DA. Trust me, it's more often than you think. Now, what you should worry is the version 3.0. It's coming sooner than you think. Like, this is happening not like once nor twice. Do you remember Hugo or Banyue's incident? Yep, and it feels deja vu by now in S Billy's timeline. I can feel that meta will shifting. The question is whether Starlight Billy will have a longer impact in endgame performance.